By the time you know a seizure is happening, you have already been having seizures in small parts of the brain. That's something that's really important to know. Research in science doesn't know that either. You're already having seizures. The first seizure you have is not the first seizure you have. The first seizure you tell your doctor you have is not the first seizure. It could be the 10th, it could be the 20th, it could be the 2nd, 3rd, but it's not your first seizure. So every time a patient goes to the doctor's office and they're like, well, I'm here because I had a seizure, I went to the hospital, now I'm making an appointment to see a neurologist, I'm having a seizure. The doctor says, is this your first seizure? And you're like, yes, this is my first seizure. I don't know what happened. It's not your first seizure. Anyway, for specific healing support beyond what's offered here, refer to Seizures Protocol in the Brain Saver books, which is right here. Is a Brain Saver book, Protocols book. Take the books to your doctors. You know anybody? Seizures, have them take the book to their doctors, ask their doctor what's right for them. Okay, check this part out here. Everyone has some level of toxic heavy metals in the brain. No one is toxic heavy metal free in the brain. A smaller amount of toxic heavy metal sprinkled about could be grounds for seizures someday. What's happening right now is millions of people are developing seizures and having seizure activity. And sprinklings of toxic heavy metals, smaller deposits in the brain. No one's free from toxic heavy metals in the brain. And you'll see more and more people having seizures and more people. That's just where we're heading. An electrical storm will occur as the body and brain try to find balance. So when we get into a situation where that heat is happening, that heat exchange, the alloys are actually forging together, heat is increasing in areas where clusters of metals are in the brain, we get in trouble. Then the brain tries to find balance, and that's what creates a severe seizure. So what you're learning right here in this Brain Saver book, you're learning the cause of a mystery seizure. After the seizure, the toxic heavy metals are intertwined more from the heat exchange. So here's how it goes. You have a seizure because of that electrical storm that occurred to create balance, because you have a mercury deposit, copper deposit, and so forth. You have metals inside the brain. So as heat rises, more metals forge, and that becomes an alloy deposit. It also changes the different symptoms people have with their brain problems and seizures and all their different conditions, because it all depends on what alloy they have that's actually being forged inside their brain. Individuals who have routine seizures often have mystery shadows appear inside their brain on MRI scans. So what happens is doctors don't know that these mystery shadows, the shadowing inside the brain, is toxic heavy metals, injuries, and alloys. These are markings created by metals and the interaction of metals. So a lot of times people get brain scans. It's like, what is on there? Like, what is that? Yeah, there's a little dark spot. We don't know what it is. We can't go into your brain and experiment with you and actually try to see what that dark spot is. It's more like, oh, we'll do that after you die way down the road. When, the end of your life, maybe we'll crack open your brain and we'll take a slice of it and we'll actually study it. Anyway, what brings on severe seizures is usually a chemical reaction with the alloy deposit or deposits. A chemical reaction could come from something the person's ingesting, including some medications or even an episode of severe stress. These could be the triggers. Because in that case, adrenaline will flood the brain. Whatever the chemical reaction is, it will create heat in the brain. And because metal conducts heat, it will bring intense heat to wherever that heavy metal deposit or cluster is located. More heat occurs around the cluster where the toxic heavy metals reside. Anyway, for specific healing support beyond what's offered here, refer to Seizures Protocol in the Brain Saver books, which is right here. Is a Brain Saver book, Protocols book. Take the books to your doctors. You know anybody? Seizures, have them take the book to their doctors, ask their doctor what's right for them. This is really advanced ahead of medical research in science. Research in science has no idea that metals actually combine and connect and forge to each other. Each seizure somebody has, a tremendous amount of heat occurs inside their brain. When that heat occurs, metals are really malleable at that point, and they actually join together. So alloys are created inside our brain from different varieties of toxic metals forging together because of excessive heating. Each seizure creates additional heating, forges more metals together. So if you've experienced seizures before, if you're somebody that's experiencing that, you know there's some forewarning signs because you've lived through it. Many people find a way to cope when they feel those first warning signs of a seizure. They have techniques they have learned so they can try to lessen or navigate the seizure, and it won't be so bad blood or be thwarted altogether. For some people, tremors are a sign of a seizure coming, or a weakness in the legs is a sign too. I've seen that happen too with so many people. They get the weakness in the legs, that's the telltale sign for them. Another person gets the tremors, and that's happening in their body. Another person gets a migraine plus tremors, or tics and spasms, severe headaches. Techniques include finding a safe space, staying calm, drinking fluids to get hydrated, which is critical for people who have seizure problems. Coconut water is so important, but ask your doctor what's right for you. I recommend for, people that I've known and doctors I talk to, I say, hey, coconut water is actually good. It's very helpful, but ask your doctor what's right for you. Lying down and resting, shutting the eyes, not speaking, these are all techniques that are really helpful. Relaxing the breath, staying cool or cooling down, splashing cold water on the face, taking off excess clothing if hot or adding clothing if cold, getting some fresh air, forewarning a nearby loved one that they're not going to be available for the moment, they're struggling, and stopping all the work because of their cognitive strength is down.
We're so honored to meet you. Oh my goodness. This is my daughter Lauren. I'm Jackie. This is Lauren.
What's going on? Nice to meet you.
We've been doing your stuff. She has epilepsy, petite mal epilepsy, and 15 years of a journey, 4 different world-renowned neurologists, all saying the same thing, keto diet, no changes. Long story short is that she did the smoothie first. She liked the taste, does probably half of it. Then this past June, she started to do the celery juice. And we are now off 4 medications, 2 100%, and then slivers of the last 2.
Oh my God.
We are almost
incredible.
Home. We are almost home. She almost has a normal life.
That's incredible. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
This book saved my life. After I got the second COVID vaccine, I started having uncontrollable seizures and neurological issues. And so I compiled a list of over 100 nutritional and medical books that I would read until I found the answers. And luckily, this was at the top of the list, and I found the answers very quickly. This is basically an encyclopedia of all of the healing foods that can cure your symptoms if you eat them. Only 1 month after reading it, my seizures completely disappeared. I got my life back. And this book gave me permission to eat in the ways that I had always wanted to my whole life. Not only is this the most perfectly formatted book, but it has these recipes that I have been dreaming of my whole life. So the expanded edition of Medical Medium Life-Changing Foods was just released, and it has even more information that can help people.
Amanda says, this little baby has been on Medical Medium's spirulina and coconut water mixture every morning for over 6 weeks now, and has been seizure-free ever since. He was averaging every 2 weeks before, even while on 2 medications. I have dropped 1 dose of one of his medications, and he has still not had any seizure activity.